friends, I'm Nancy Novak from StampinShout.com, and today I'm making a Mother's Day card, and I'm using Stampin' Up's Eastern Palace Suite. It's a real hot item right now. During the month of May, they have a couple of great bundles that are available, and I have all that information on my blog, so you want to check that out because they're pretty cool. And so today I have this Mother's Day card. If you look inside, I stamped Happy Mother's Day. So this is made with Pink Pirouette and Blushing Bride and Whisper White. And I'm using the Eastern Medallion Thinlits to cut out these little pretty shapes. And I'm also using the Eastern Beauty stamp set. So the items that we're going to use, we're going to have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is cut to 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. I have a matte piece of Blushing Bride that is cut to 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and we're going to use the inside of this to cut a couple of these pieces out so we don't have to use a scrap or waste any paper. And we're also going to use a piece of Pink Pirouette that is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And the first thing I want to do is to bring in my Big Shot, and we'll get that work out of the way. So I'm using the Softly Falling embossing folder, and I'm putting the piece of Pink Pirouette in there, and I'm going to run that right through the Big Shot to give it some nice texture. We have to have a plate on the bottom, and we'll sandwich it in just like that. If you ever have any questions about the processes that I'm doing, you can always email me or leave me a comment on my blog or on this YouTube video, and I will get back to you right away. So let's take a look at what that did. So see, that gave it some really pretty little texture. Next we're going to do some of the medallion cutting. So I'm bringing in my precision plate because we're going to cut some items that have some detail to it. And we're going to bring in that matte piece, and we're going to bring in a piece of scrap white. And let's see, I think we can fit these both on here. So the white medallion, I'm going to use 2 pieces, or I'm just going to use 1 piece, just this big circle piece, because we're going to stamp in the center. And then on this piece, we can fit right in the middle this little flowery type shape, and as long as we have 1/4 inch around the edges, we're fine. And then I'm going to cut this little shape also. So we have our precision plate, the paper, our thinlits, and we'll sandwich it in and run that through the Big Shot. We'll run it back one more time. And then I'm just going to knock these little extra pieces out. They come out very easily. And I'm going to take my paper snips and I'm going to cut it away from the circle. So let me show you what I mean by that. So I got all little pieces. So if you just snip right here, it's going to release it from that circle, and we can use it all by itself. So yeah, this stamp set has got a lot of versatility to it. You can really, just every day you find something new that you can do with it. And then this piece looks like this. So it kind of has these little pop-up pieces. And then this is like a little star. You can see it better right there on the white. And one more thing. I also stamped that little star in Daffodil Delight and Blushing Bride, and I would do the same thing. I already have this done. So you would just cut this out 3 more times. So you just position that where it needs to be and sandwich it in. And you, and run it through the Big Shot. And you would do that for all 3 of those. But like I said, I already have that done to save a little bit of time. And it looks like that. So now, all we have to do is put the card together. So let's go on to that step. So here are the pieces that we have now. We have the 3 little flowers and this solid medallion and this piece. And this piece right here is the piece I'm going to stamp on. So I'm going to bring in this little teeny tiny stamp right there. And I'm going to bring in Blushing Bride. And we're just going to add a little bit of stamping to this medallion here. And this is a polymer stamp, so you can see through it. And at each one of these little circle areas, I'm just going to stamp. And it just adds very subtle, pretty look to this. And it's quick, and it's easy, but it's beautiful. Okay, then I'm going to bring in Basic Gray. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment in that. So I have to think of you is to smile. So we'll stamp that right in the center. Okay. So now we'll just snail it all together. So here's that piece that we cut out. And I'm going to snail on the back of this one. So I've got the raised part that's going to show on our card. So I'm putting snail on the opposite side. And see, we can fit that right on this matte piece. You won't even see that we cut away. Okay, then I'm going to take a dimensional and lay this piece down first. So I'm going to put this up in the corner. So here's the card that I did earlier so you can kind of see what I'm doing. We're just going to lay this up in the corner. And we're going to bring our stamping piece in, our white medallion, and we will put a couple of dimensions on that, pop it up. So like I said, this set goes on sale May 1st, so if you're interested in making a Mother's Day card, you could order it right away and have it in time for Mother's Day. But you will find so many uses for this stamp set, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So we'll kind of put that right there. And these pieces you could attach with glue dots or snail. I'm going to use a little bit of snail. And I kind of put them here and there underneath the medallion, slightly underneath. And that just a little bit of yellow, Daffodil Delight, kind of sets the card off, makes it look really pretty. Solid one. And there you go. It was very, very easy. And if you would like, you could add a couple of pearls here and there. So I think this one definitely needs a pearl because it's solid. And it kind of will make it show up a little bit better. And I'll put one down here at the bottom. And for this one, I have these pretty, pretty pearls. I found them. I was like, I have to use these. I don't think I've used any of them. And they have a little sticky on the back, but I think right now I'll just attach it real quick with the glue dot so we can get this card done and talk about it a little bit. There is sticky on the back that peels right off. But let's just put that right there in the center. And bring in our card base. Probably should have put the card on before I did the pearls, but it'll work. So there you go. And like I said, on the inside I put Happy Mother's Day. but this card is the sentiment. I'm sure you could find someone who would love to receive this card. So, thanks for visiting, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Visit my blog, www.stampandshout.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye.